Hello and a very warm welcome. Officials, Carlos Sainz gets his first podium in Formula 1. He had to wait 2 hours and wasn't even allowed to go up on the podium, which for me is a disgrace. Hamilton gets a penalty, then Sainz has to wait for see if he gets a penalty for yellow flags, opening the DRS, and then 2 hours later he finally gets the news that it's official. He's on the podium. He's just gone on the podium with the team. They've posted it on their Twitter. Carlos Sainz is absolutely elated. We'll just bring up what he had to say. Podium in capital letters. A bit weird not being there after the race, but still extremely happy. Today's race was just incredible. The one-stop strategy was difficult but paid off. Congratulations to the whole team. McLaren, used to winning races and fighting for championships, they finally get a podium, and they probably deserve that podium because McLaren have easily been best of the rest. The top three are out of sight. McLaren are next. Of course, they want to be back where they belong. The likes of Mika Hakkinen, Ayrton Senna, Prost winning races, winning championships. Lewis Hamilton winning championships with McLaren. They're not where they want to be, but getting a podium, outstanding. He's come from the back of the grid to P3, but it's a disgrace, in my opinion, that he wasn't allowed to enjoy the podium. He's got a podium, his first podium in F1. It's a disgrace that he's not up there with Max and Gasly. It's a disgrace that he's not been able to hold the trophy, come down and clap the team, spray the champagne. He's been robbed of all this. It's a disgrace. That decision for Lewis Hamilton was the clearest penalty ever, and it took the stewards an hour to decide that, then 2 hours to actually announce it officially that Sainz is on the podium. It's all wrong. That decision, as soon as it happened, it was obvious it was a penalty. So Hamilton should have been given his penalty. Sainz should have been allowed to park in Parc Fermé, go up to the podium, get interviewed, spray his champagne, hold his trophy, celebrate with the team. There's 6 things off the top of my head you're robbing. This is not on. He should have been on that podium. Yes, he's elated he's got the podium. It stands. He is P3 at the Brazilian Grand Prix. But he's been robbed of the celebrations. He should have been on that podium, and it's a disgrace he wasn't on that podium, in my opinion. We've seen it before. Max passes Kimi Räikkönen off the track at USA. Max goes up to the podium. They give him a penalty. That promotes Kimi to the podium. Max has to go off the podium. That should have happened today, and it's a disgrace that it didn't happen. And I feel for Carlos Sainz. Obviously Carlos Sainz is going to be gutted as well. He's got to be gutted because he should have been on the podium for the first time in his Formula 1 career. Let me just get the Twitter up again of McLaren. I think it's ridiculous amount of "you've earned it." They've just posted another. He's on the podium, getting interviewed with his trophy. So he's got the trophy now. But he should have been up there from the start. All the team, yes, with the caption, all the team are on the podium. He's holding his champagne, he's holding his trophy, so he's got the trophy. Good things come to those who wait. 2,072 days, 118 races, one group of loyal fans. We might have missed out on the podium, but we're back. What? That doesn't make sense. We might have missed out on the podium, but we're back in the top 3. This is McLaren's Twitter, I'm reading that off. That doesn't make sense. We might have missed out on the podium, but we're back in the top 3. Am I being stupid out there? That doesn't make sense. Well, they didn't go on the podium officially. Maybe that's what they mean. They finished 4th on the road. They never got to go to the podium, but now it's official. I just feel for Carlos Sainz. He should have been up there. For me, it's disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace, and these stewards really need to be quicker on their decisions, and maybe we need to change the stewards because it's ridiculous. They're checking 6 cars for using DRS under yellow flags. Get their onboards. If Carlos Sainz has overtaken someone into where the yellow flag is, it's a penalty. If he's not gained or passed a car, then it's no penalty. It's pretty clear and simple. But I'm elated. What a crazy race. I love Brazil. Max wins. Gasly, his first podium. But look at the emotion of Pierre Gasly, the radio, celebrating with the team. He got to do everything Carlos Sainz didn't. And it really is a disgrace. Because if Carlos Sainz comes in on the slowdown lap and they say Hamilton has a penalty, his celebration on the radio, his celebration with the team, spraying the champagne, holding his trophy up high, just all the elation, just on the podium. It would have been amazing to see, and he got robbed of it, but he has gone up there now with the team. They've posted photos on their Twitter. Carlos Sainz officially on the podium. He deserves it. Someone commented on the qualifying reaction, Carlos Sainz star of the season, no chance. I believe he is star of the season. In my opinion, this is my opinion, you may have other opinions. He's been sensational this season, consistently best of the rest, outperforming the McLaren, always around 7th, top 3 out of sight, he's always best of the rest, and he's come from the pit lane to P3. But I have to be honest, it's an absolute disgrace that he didn't get to go on to the podium. We have a post-race penalty. I mean, I'm a Hamilton fan. I'm a hardcore Hamilton fan. Straight away when he hit Albon, it was a penalty. No arguments. Hamilton said in his interview, I apologise to Albon, my mistake. So why it took an hour is a disgrace. It is a disgrace. It should have been given straight away, and Sainz should have gone on the podium. It's like he gets on the podium, but he never actually got to go up there and do it live. He had to go after with the team. But yeah, it's a very strange feeling for Sainz, but officially he is on the podium. And look at all these drivers that have got podiums now, and Hulkenberg still doesn't have one. That hurts a bit as well. Gasly, Kvyat, Sainz, Stroll, Perez, all these drivers got podiums, but Hulkenberg, frustrating. Carlos Sainz officially finishes 3rd in the Brazilian Grand Prix. We need to be making these decisions quicker, because Sainz was robbed of going to the podium live, and everyone wants to see Sainz on the podium live. Max on the top step, Pierre Gasly 2nd, he gets his first podium, and Sainz gets his first podium in Formula 1. I'm very happy, very happy. I think Sainz has been star of the season, and I stick by that. He has been sensational. Considering the machinery he's in compared to the top 3 teams, he can only, best he can get is 7th unless they have a problem. And the Ferraris collide, Mercedes had an off day, Hamilton knocked out Albon, and the mid-table teams capitalise. Gasly on the podium, Sainz on the podium. But I stick by it. That decision was a slam dunk penalty for Hamilton. Should have been made quicker, and he should have been on the podium live. He got robbed of going to the podium live. He's gone there now. But yeah, it's very disappointing. Very. Look, he's got a hug in his trophy. So there we have it. Qualifying reaction, race reaction. Join me for driver ratings tomorrow, where I am actually going to put Carlos Sainz on the thumbnail, I think, because he got robbed of his podium. Probably should put Gasly on the thumbnail, but I feel for Sainz, so I think I might use him on the thumbnail of driver ratings. Carlos Sainz. Smooth operator. Well done, Chile lad. Well done.